albums.
Yeah.
How's that? How have you been that creative in such a short time?
Well, we did a lot of it at the same time. We had this plan of doing, a sprawling sort of triple album like Sandinista or the White Album, but we realised they were too different. So with a little bit of finishing at the end, we realised we had two really strong albums, and so yeah, it was quite. I don't know if we panicked because we're getting old, but we felt very creative for the last 2 years. Yeah.
Okay, but you said they were really different. How do they differ from each other?
Well, I think one's really Rewind the Film is very internal, very Welsh, very acoustic and delicate, whereas Rewind the Film is much more. Futurology is much more European and outward looking and more optimistic. Rewind the Film's much more melancholic.
Okay, but you still wanted to give them out like this close to each other?
We did, yeah. I'm not sure if it's a good idea or not, but we felt. I think if we'd kept it back, it would have never been released, because the longer you wait, sometimes you start fiddling with it and changing. So felt like the right time.
So is the next album coming in 9 months, or how long do we have to wait?
Definitely not. Okay. I think it'd be a good 2 or 3 years.
Okay, so you're going on tours now? Or?
Yeah, just lots of festivals and touring, and just come back from Japan and on to Switzerland and Hungary in the next couple of weeks, various places.
Okay. Have you had the time to have vacation this summer at all?
Yeah, I just stayed at home with my family.
Okay.
I had some holidays early in the year, but I didn't bother in the summer. We just stayed in the garden and played, and watched the telly. It was nice.
Okay. You have been a band since '86.
Yeah.
How do you stick together for that long time?
Not sure, to be honest here. I think you strip everything away. It's just our genuine love of music and expressing ourselves. Through lyrics and music. It's been the one thing that's always kept us together, and we've known each other since we were 4.
Really?
The same school. So luckily we couldn't really develop any egos because we know each other so well.
So your parents are friends, and
yeah, they know each other. They're getting really old now, unfortunately. My mum and dad are in their 80s now, so I kind of miss them a lot when I'm away. I still live close to my mum and dad. So.
Okay. But you must know each other really well.
Yep.
But do you still surprise each other, or do you get surprised by the others?
Yeah, I think we surprised ourselves with Futurology. I think just because it's quite optimistic and it's a record full of ideas, and when you're on your 12th album and you're in your 40s, you've been in a band 25 years and you're still excited by each other, giving each other new ideas and new inspiration. Pretty special.
Do you get along well, or are there many fights?
There's no fights.
No fights.
Silence, maybe.
Okay.
It's maybe more like a marriage.
Okay. Very long.
But yeah, we're not sort of shouting at each other or anything. But, considering how long we've known each other, there's been very few rows. Very few.
Okay. But you said that you have known each other since you were 4.
Yeah.
But then in '86 you started the band.
Yes.
Did you play with each other before that, or?
Oh yeah. Well, Sean and James are cousins, and they live with each other. I used to play. I was in the same class as James in school from the age of 4, so we played football and rugby together. And then me and James wrote a song when we were 15. That's the first song we ever wrote, really. It's a bit like Billy Bragg and The Clash.
Okay. So it started early.
Started 30 years ago.
30 years ago. That's great.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a lot of songs.